What you're about to watch is from the most recent live stream. This is the actual math that I go through to find the CR numbers and compare it to what's printed. And with that intro out of the way, let's get right into the video. Grappled, restrained, stunned, incapacitated, poisoned in a way. These might be +1 effective AC bonuses, and it seems to work in this case. For the standard Mind Flayer, it looks like, provided it gets +2 AC bonus from the Mind Blast, and shoot, even tentacles, we might be looking at a CR 6 or 7 Mind Flayer. So it looks like the Mind Flayer is correct. Now, let's take a look at the Arcanist here and add in the spells from this. So I'm going to only worry about the major spells that it can do. Oh, it has shield, so that's going to be a big thing right off the bat. So that's going to increase the the monster's effectiveness like tenfold already. So let's throw on shield and see what we're looking at already, just from that alone. Right off the bat, we're seeing in the green zone here on my chart that the just with shield, our Arcanist is already a CR 8 monster. Yeah, Blur. Blur is definitely going to be helpful. Where is Blur hiding? 2nd level spell. That's going to make it even higher. So let's see here. What does Blur exactly add in? How does that affect it? For the duration, any creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against you. Okay. So we could even effectively just say, well, if the Mind Flayer Arcanist is all about spells, we don't really worry about using it to do the tentacles. I mean, sure, it's definitely going to use the Mind Blast when it has a chance. So Blur as a concentration spell is going to add in even more AC. So yeah, this is getting pretty rough already. We could say Blur or Invisibility as +2. We'll use that as well. So we have Invisibility, which could be used in case of Blur. Either one of those spells, since they're both concentration, will work and give us another +2 bonus. So our... Oh man, look at this. This is absurd. It's got such low hit points, but because of all of its bonuses, we have a DCR 8 already with an OCR 8, and we haven't even looked at spells that do damage yet. This is disturbing. Alright, what can we do for damaging spells for our Mind Flayer here, the Arcanist? Well, we have Shocking Grasp, which isn't going to be doing too terribly much. What else do we have for spells that do damage? Brave Enfeeblement is handy. Clairvoyance. Oh, Lightning Bolt. There we go. Lightning Bolt. And that can be cast, what, 3 times a day? Alright, so that's a 3rd level spell. And then what else? Sending, Confusion, Hallucinatory Terrain, which could do damage, but kind of iffy. So we're just really looking at Lightning Bolt as its main source of damage. Alright, and it can cast spells up to 5th level. So we have, let's see here, 4, 3, 3, 3, and 2. Alright. Lightning Bolt does what for damage? I spelled something wrong. Lightning? There we go. I always forget the N after the T. So our Lightning Bolt does 8d6 points of damage and 1 extra d6 for every spell higher than 3rd. Great. So we're looking at a total of 8d6, so 3.5 times 8 times 2. It's basically just Fireball, but in electrical form and a straight line. Alright, we have 2 Lightning Bolts at 70 points of damage and a 3rd at 4th level. So our spells would be like so. Oops, what did I do here? Round 2 would also be Lightning Bolt at 5th level, and then round 3 would be Lightning Bolt at 4th level, just for the sake of having it out there. Alright, so we're looking at a total of 67 points of damage from Lightning Bolt with the Arcanist if it wants to use 2 5th level spells and a 4th level spell on that, which, you know, could be handy. So we have 67 points of damage per round, which is a lot more than what we had here. So we'll just do 67 total. And yeah, it's a little higher. So our 67 gets added into the damage per round. And what is the spell save? The spell save is actually a 15. So the Arcanist technically would be a CR 9 if you're using the lightning bolts at its highest range. We've got a slightly higher than expected Arcanist. More than likely, if you're not using the lightning bolts and you're just focusing on all of the other like crowd control spells, but still using shield all the time, or blur and invisibility in some combination, then the Mind Flayer Arcanist is going to still be that CR8 as printed. So it really depends. If you're using lightning bolts at its most damaging points, then yeah, this is going to be a pretty nasty Arcanist. Otherwise, it's the printed value. So with a little bit of manipulation and the spell combinations that it has between both the regular Mind Flayer and the Arcanist, technically they're the printed value. I found a CR 9 for the Arcanist, but if you don't, like I said, use those lightning bolts as much as you can, then it's going to be a CR 8, like it's printed in the variant version. So that's cool. Technically, I got a 3-for-1 deal, or 2-for-1 deal on the Mind Flayer. And there you have it. That's how you break down and expose the monster's CR values. If you like what you've seen, hit the subscribe button down below and give the video a thumbs up. I post daily, and until next time, thanks for watching.